Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you to another episode of Friday Night Skype. This time around, our special guest is PearStrike, as well as our normal group of roundtable contestants that may or may not be adding something useful to the conversation. We have Genray, of course.
Useful? Me?
Awesome. We have Alto Guide.
Coming at you live from scenic route, my very broken chair.
No, that's tough. Utorai, with his many cases of Dr. Pepper that he's recently procured.
Oh yeah, 12 cases of Dr. Pepper, 216 cans. I am good for the week.
Delightful. Generation 71, or Generation JG, or he's got many names, many aliases.
Well, it's good, everybody.
And our featured guest, Mr. PearStrike, currently playing Ocarina of Time. What else are you playing? Sonic Battle 2, Adventure Battle 2. I'm still at Sonic Adventure 2 because that's what I had, for the Dreamcast. But then they changed it to the GameCube and they changed the name.
They added a battle, and the best one, Mary-Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16.
I was just gonna get there, but
oh, you were?
No. The man knows what we're talking about. Please, and why not kick the entire conversation off with talking a little bit about Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's Sweet 16 game. How is
Sweet 16?
Loads of difficulty. I'm sure you have strategy up the ass to
Like a really hard Mario Party. No, it's like a really bad Mario Party.
It's like Sonic Shuffle for the Dreamcast.
Oh no, we don't talk of the dark times, John.
It was a pretty good game. It just was, I don't know.
Sonic
The mini games in that game were good, but the game itself was kind of crappy. But anyhow, so I guess aside from Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen games, one question we always ask is, what's your favorite game of all time?
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Favorite game of all time. Yeah, if you default on that after 5 seconds, it's automatically E.T. for the 2600. But
Mega Man.
it's never happened to anyone yet.
What's your favorite
Mega Man?
Hey, we also have a follow-up question. What Mega Man you want to play?
Oh, God.
Mega Man?
Doesn't matter what Mega Man you want to play.
Oh, yeah, he just played Mega Man X. How was that experience for you? Because that was an interesting, blind let's play of that game.
It was blind and scary and sweaty. But
You now no fear.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but I thought it was hard. I thought it was the most difficult thing ever.
It's a tough game, and the X series is ridiculously hard compared to the classic games.
I've never played any of the classic games though, but I should get on that.
You should, and play Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 1.
Don't play Mega Man 1. That's like the hardest Mega Man. Don't play Mega Man 1.
It's like the funnest. I beat it back to back.
There's no way that's the most fun Mega Man, alright? That's just like so boring. They changed so much from Mega Man 1 to 2. There's no way you can back that up.
I can back that up by saying I had fun playing.
Well,
I'm gonna trust Johnny here because he's a Mega Man master.
yeah. Something like that.
Little point of irony there is my Mega Man X was my first LP because it was extraordinarily easy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no!
Well, it depends if you get everything or not, and you kind of need everything almost to beat Sigma, unless you use the Hadouken.
I don't.
Any plans to play X2 or any of the others in the future?
A lot of people want me to blind X2, but I'm doing a big no on that one, like Amy Winehouse. But I do want to play the other ones, like on my spare time.
Yeah, well, the classic series I can't recommend enough. Well, most of them at least. 2 and 3. At least play like 2 and 3. They're really enjoyable. After that, it gets a little iffy. But
You know what series I can recommend?
What's that, Alton?
The Pokemon series.
Yeah, we know. You love your.
Can someone hit him, please?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll hit him on Tuesday. Don't worry about it.
Oh, could throw it down the Big Smash Brothers tournament.
Yeah, I'm having a big Smash Bros. Tournament, and Generation is one of the lucky contestants.
Yeah, let's just say you got nothing on me. Wipe the dirt off my shoulders after I'm done.
I mean,
You're gonna die so fast that you're not gonna see. Shut up.
That was great.
You're gonna be blind.
Bravo.
You're going to be blind.
I'm gonna be blind. I won't be able to see the screen. I'll be like, oh God, what am I doing?
So I'll place bets. I have $7 on Generation to win it.
You know what's funny?
Generation.
You guys will probably, I don't know, I'm not going to spoil anything, but when I do a blind LP, which is going to be hopefully soon, you're going to probably lull at it. I'm giving a new meaning to blind LP.
I would never blind LP any game, I don't think. I don't think I have the courage to do that. That'd be too hard.
Also, what game is it going to be?
I don't want to spoil it.
I know, I was just going to see if I could trick you into spoiling it,
On
though.
YouTube? Live YouTube? Throwing out your special things you don't want anyone to know? So, PearStrike. Wind Waker. Favorite game of all time.
Yes.
What do you think makes that a better Zelda game compared to the others? Especially Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
That one's great. But it was the first one I've ever played, and I loved it, and I played it down. But, yeah, it was the first one I ever played, and I guess it's really nostalgia is really why I like it so much, probably.
I would say the same about Mega Man 2, for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. I mean, Adventure of Link.
It is a good one.
I mean, no, it's not. It's terrible.
I actually do like Adventure of
Yeah.
Link. It is pretty great.
I like that too.
Never mind. It's a great game. My bad.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I haven't played a Link game. I just can't get into that whole series.
I haven't played much outside of the only Zelda game I've ever completed is the original one. So, I don't know. I play a lot of Nintendo games, but when it comes to like the classic franchises, I have not played a lot of those games except for the Mario games.
Yeah, obviously because
Mario I played most of.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like Metroid or Zelda or I have no idea. Something else that's really popular. Pokemon. No, Pokemon.
Pokemons!
Anyhow.
Well, there is that bootleg Crystal on the NES. You can play that, John.
Yeah, all those.
Oh, the music is so horrible.
Those Chinese pirated games. Like they've got the Chinese pirate of Final Fantasy VII, where it's like cloud fighting Beedrills and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I saw it on this guy Jew Wario on. He's on RetroWare TV. He's also on That Guy with the Glasses, and he does a lot of import games. And they were talking about these bizarre games that came out for systems, like the 64-bit era, like for PlayStation 1 and stuff, but then they translated them to Nintendo, and they're just all sorts of crazy out-the-ass stuff. Anyhow.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, right?
That's all it
Very,
is.
very interesting. Oh, man.
Beedrill Final Fantasy. That's what I got.
That's all you need to take from that, alright?
Yeah.
Now you can tell your story to all your friends.
And
They're
now he
Beedrill with, like,
releases the
cloud hair.
Spy Bees.
Spivey.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
If anybody out there actually gets that, 50 points to you.
No one's gonna
There's a
get
story behind it?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, there's a big one.
Oh, boy.
Should we tell it?
Hey, yeah, go ahead because I don't even know about it. So
Looks
Do we-
like we're out of time for storytelling. Moving on.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
Tell us the story, then.
One of my friends... Shut up, Opa. One of my friends used to work at the Skinwalker Ranch out in Las Vegas.
The Skinwalker Ranch.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a guy who lives out in the middle of the desert, and he's crazy and thinks that UFOs are everywhere.
Oh, it's
So
not like a
he's-
whorehouse? I
No.
was thinking it's a whorehouse.
Sounds like it, though. Sounds like a perfect
Shit, yeah.
name. But, so he's got this security team that, runs around his ranch trying to do, quote-unquote, you can't see the finger quotes, but I'm doing them as security. But really, he's just hoping they're going to run into something. And there's people who sit, like, outside his property, behind the fence, just, like, watching. So
Wait.
he's telling me this story. He's like, we were driving around in the Jeep, and we pulled up to the gate, because we're supposed to check the gate, and the guy next to me says, hey, watch this. And he gets out, and he grabs a handful of dirt from the ground, and he throws it in the air. And nothing happened. Until later, when I was on YouTube, and I saw a video posted by one of those guys that was sitting outside the fence. And he's watching the fence, and he's like, oh, this is where he's releasing the spy bees.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was crazy, people.
That's terrible, man. That's like Ghost Adventures, but so much worse.
that's what happens when you go somewhere that's called the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, I guess so.
At the Skinwalker Ranch, their specialty is in Spy Bees.
Be like everything you could ever want and everything you could ever need.
Speaking of television, I have given the Olympics 3 chances already, and I swear every time I turn it on, It's first day. Turn it on. Badminton. I don't know about that.
Badminton got all gangster. Did you hear about those 10 people that actually got kicked out?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
There's throwdown. In the
Okay, no, this is what happened. They lost on purpose. They were missing every shot, and because they wanted to get better odds and first.
Like a better seed or whatever, so that way they could go up higher and so.
So literally, every group they were versing each other too. Shot after shot just missed, like they weren't even trying. And then they got the green card from the ref. And personally, I'm thinking, can you really tell them they have to play better? I mean,
that's ridiculous.
You're sucking so bad. Either play better or leave. We don't want you.
It's hilarious. But yeah, go ahead with your story, Johnny.
I don't know. That is a much better story. Well, the second day I turned it on, it's women's field hockey, and I can't believe that field hockey's in the Olympics. That was startling enough as it was.
Is there men's field
Can't
hockey?
believe it's no, there is not.
I'm sure there isn't. But
Texas.
What? Well,
There's no men's field hockey.
Well, yeah.
I'm pissed about it.
I would rather. Why can't just regular hockey be an Olympic sport? That'd have been so much more entertaining.
It is. It's a Winter Olympics sport.
Oh. Well, yeah, because I'm paying attention to the Winter Olympics.
Nobody else does.
Is bridge actually a Winter Olympic sport?
Yes.
Wow. See, there you go.
Curling
That's
is.
all I
Wait, did you say bridge? Like the card game?
Yeah.
Bridge is an Olympics.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm pretty
It's
positive.
like, how do they
is.
work out? How to lay down the cards multiple times or what?
I don't know. I don't know how to play bridge to begin with, so.
Ping pong is an Olympic sport. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
but ping pong's intense.
Yeah, that makes
Takes
sense. Like, if you
and
play it
learning.
right, it could actually be very, very, like, stamina-based. Because it's just like, bam, 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 bam. You don't even know where it's going. Just bam.
Okay, guys, can you imagine, though? Like, you have your gold medal, you're out on a date, woman's like, what's that gold medal for? You go, oh, I got that for playing bridge.
You can't take it away from me, though. I mean, hey, I got an Olympic gold medal, so all the rest of you can
It's
go
like,
to
do
hell.
you have one? No, you don't. So you better back off.
It's like, shut up.
I
What are you
actually watched the women's soccer today just because it was the Japanese were playing.
I saw that on Facebook.
No,
Of course you do.
you know where it's at for women, women-based sports? Volleyball.
Only when it's beach volleyball.
No, even some of the
Wait, is there
indoor
volleyball?
ones. Some of the indoors, they look kind of, you know.
I don't know. Some of them look kind of manly,
You gotta look
too.
at the chest. You gotta look at the
Like in
chest.
Family Guy where it's like, that's kind of masculine.
Yeah. Some of them might be Bane.
Yes!
Batman!
Oh, Batman!
Okay, I should not have done that. I should have refrained from doing the Bane voice, because then things escalate quickly.
Those things are
Wow, that escalated
Our
rather
little-
quickly.
Our little fanfic for the rest of the time. we have
Oh,
here.
Batman.
No, I want Pear to say something right now. He's gonna say something very
Go.
funny.
That was funny. Fair.
Just put the dude on the spot.
Best advice you could ever hear from a master Let's Player himself. Everyone should take notes.
Oh man, this might be a Japanese cartridge of Pokemon Stadium 2 I'm playing as we're doing this, because the Pikachu's name is Pika-chan.
It's
It's like they just messed up. Go, Pika-chan, I choose you. That's so much better than Pikachu.
But is volleyball over at the Olympics, or can I still watch the Japanese women's volleyball team?
Those things like begin and end so quickly. It's just like I'm watching this.
I know
I don't know
volleyball
if
is
it's still
still going on, but I think I don't remember if it was Japan or China that got knocked out, but one of them got knocked out. I don't remember who.
Probably
Well, you know
Japan, because China does great at everything that they do.
We
My
actually
God.
beat them.
True.
The U.S. actually beat China in the preliminary round. So
Well, there you go. I don't know. They think they still have the lead on the medal count, though.
yeah, I wonder how many medals.
But
they have.
hey,
And then there's that one girl in the Olympics who's like 17. She has, what, 3 gold medals?
well, guess what? America, new world record in women's swimming. That's
No shit, I just said that.
well, you said a 17-year-old girl has like 3 Olympic medals. You didn't say
Guess who has the record? Alta, I just tried to open up that conversation. You're like, moving on, let's talk about this thing. Just like that time I told you, oh hey, did you know Masingo evolves into Kangaskhan? And you're like, oh, look what I just read. Masingo evolves into Kangaskhan.
I already knew that. I thought wasn't it about it was about like, hey, Baroac was supposed to evolve into Kangaskhan? That's what it was. Marowak and a Kangaskhan.
It's actually a lot more complex than that, because if I remember it was supposed to be that, you were supposed to have the baby version, of the baby that's in Kangaskhan's little pouch or whatever, and then if it evolved through finding, they were going to have an item, was like the mask or whatever, then it was going to evolve into Cubone, and then eventually into Marowak, but then if it evolved like regularly, it eventually became Kangaskhan or whatever, or something along those lines. I forget how it all went down.
You should have done that. That would have been awesome.
Been cool, but they were jerks.
No, it's not the Shuka-chan.
That just killed everything. Good job, Alta.
So, do you have a lot of experience with Pokemon playing PearStrike?
Well, yeah. I'm a Pokemanners, I guess. Manners.
All right, here's a question for you.
Enjoy the Pokemon.
Well, okay, I was just gonna say, here's a question for you. What's your favorite generation?
71.
The
The
second.
Okay, I can respect that. As long as it's the first two, I can respect that.
Oh, you're not one of those guys that says, "Oh, everything after this part sucks."
No, I'm
are
not
you?
saying it sucks, but if you are a certain
no.
age, you should like a certain generation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. Because the first is always going to be my
Exactly.
favorite, just because that's I was there when it was launched. I was there when fucking Pokemon Red was in the store. I was there when I bought it new.
I was there.
I was new when Squirtle was like the biggest name Pokemon.
Oh, Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Great guy.
Squirtle!
I feel really old when I run into people who say that the first game they ever played was not Super Mario Brothers. Because for years, for decades, it was like, oh, okay, 90% of people that you run into, especially guys, the first game they ever played is Super Mario Brothers. But now it's like meeting so many Let's Players in the community on YouTube. It's like, oh, wow, your first game was like something for the GameCube? It's like, damn, I'm really old. This is sad.
My first game was either Mega Man 6 when it first came out, around that time. No, I don't think I'm that old. Well, it was either Mega Man 6 or Pokemon Yellow.
It was probably Pokemon Yellow. Those are really different times. Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mega Man 6 came out in 1993. And Pokemon Yellow came out in, 1998, 99.
Yeah, I'm there, because I remember that. I was so excited. Be like, yeah, Pokemon Yellow.
Pokemon!
Anyhow, it's all sorts of bizarre.
It is.
You know what else is bizarre? The way the Pokerap just down
Oh,
escalated.
don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Oh, there's too much Pokemon. We should do our own Olympic event. We should be playing, track and field. That would be great if you could do that net play somehow with the old school power pad. Just sort of running it on place. Be awesome.
Either that, or we
Just do Wii
either that, or we
Sports.
could do bridge. I'd probably be badass.
Could do
on
bridge.
that.
Could do bridge.
Do stadium events.
Well, stadium events is track and field. It's just slightly
I know.
different.
But we'll play stadium events just because it's stadium events.
I think someone should LP all of the games that come on a basic PC.
Like
That'd be a great
Minesweeper.
All of the games.
Solitaire,
Minesweeper?
Free Cell, Hearts.
Let's have our basic PC Olympics.
Basic. How great can you do it? Pinball.
Oh, great.
I don't think I've seen that. We should totally do something like that. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, let's do it. A basic
I call
PC Olympics.
Minesweeper.
And we play all the games.
Okay, we have the teams. Team America and Team Canada. Uto, your partner is B-Dude.
Screw that.
Good
Like,
luck.
I already lost.
It's like, I forfeit, bye, see you later.
Oh, come on.
If I'm partnered with you, dude, I'd rather fall back on my German heritage and be Team Germany.
Oh, come on. B-Dude, he's probably got some skills with the old games.
Dude, suck.
Oh god, it's so mean. You're just gonna be watching this.
B-Dude, we love you.
This is making me taste blood in the
Don't
back.
listen to us, we love you, okay? It's okay.
We're just kidding, B-Dude.
So what do you got planned in the future, PearStrike? I guess this Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen game's gonna take a lot of time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing all the sequels to that game. So, all 12 of them.
Are you seriously?
12 of Mary Kate and Ashley.
What if there were 12 Mary Kate and Ashley games? How good would that be?
It would be fun if you could condense all of them into one video, or do a short video on each one. It's like, God, it only gets worse as I go. Might as well play with a Tamagotchi. There you go. That would be a great Let's Play. Just have a Tamagotchi and have a camera pointed at it.
Tamagotchi.
And just push the buttons as stuff happens. It's like, in this episode, we'll see if anything happens. Oh, it took a crap. Yay! Something happened.
Like the Pokewalker from Soul Silver and Heart Gold, that little, speedometer thing that you walked around with.
No, I don't even know. I haven't played either of those.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have one of those, actually.
I remember they actually did have a Pikachu Tamagotchi, and the only difference between that and a regular one was...
Tamagotchi?
Shut up, Alt. Whatever the fuck they're called. But the Pikachu one, like, couldn't die.
Just because he's Pikachu.
You know what made me mad?
Did he faint?
I have no idea.
That would make sense. He fainted.
I had a pterodactyl one. It wouldn't shut up. No matter what I did, I'd do everything. It just wouldn't shut up.
Well, yeah, they never shut up. Ever.
Then my hammer attack was super effective.
And took the hammer down on him.
The bad hammer came down so hard.
Oh man! So what are what's your favorite? Is your favorite system of all time then? GameCube?
Yeah, probably. Or N64. Even though I didn't like grow up. Well, I kind of grew up with N64, but I play it more now.
Yeah.
Really.
You know, the N64 is such an enigma to me because it's not a terrible system, but there are only so many games on it that I think are really good. And I'm going to make this statement right here on YouTube for everyone because I'm not a huge fan of the N64. And there's also, for some reason, look at the library of it. There's tons of driving games and there are tons of wrestling games for it. I don't know why, really, but there are. So, but I mean, you know, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Woo!
That's a plus.
So good.
Space Station, Silicon Valley.
Oh man, Conker's Bad Fur Day. I actually just found that at the flea market for $10.
Such a good game. And all the Banjo games.
You know, I never played any of the Banjo games at all.
What?
They're great.
I can understand Generation maybe not playing a Zelda game, but you don't play Banjo, Johnny?
Well,
Come on!
Here's also my history with N64. N64 is technically my brother's, and we didn't get one until, like, I don't know, GoldenEye came out, I think. So, actually that wasn't that, long after the release, relatively speaking. But he has that at his apartment, so I don't play I got an emulator of it, of course, but I just don't play it much. And I don't know. My time with N64 was short-lived.
Sad.
Kind of. Well, I shouldn't say it was so short-lived, but like we played a shit ton of Gauntlet Legends. That game was awesome. I love that one. And I think other stuff. Mario Parties. Definitely Mario Parties.
Oh yeah, Mario Party 2 is like the best one.
Yeah, that one was really solid. I mean, all those games, like, those are some of the few games on the N64 that still go for, like, a good amount of money, because, I don't know, it's like there's just, like, so many games for the system that you can get really cheap, and then there's just, like, this upper echelon of games that are really expensive, including the Mario Parties and Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Enigma and Ephelon? What are we, having a dictionary? Johnny, you're the only one keeping this educational.
Trying to. Because I'm not drinking tonight. See, that's the thing.
But really?
I know, right? I was
The
crazy
inner
about that too.
machinations of his mind are an enigma.
Well, okay. Sorry to surprise you guys. I'll go get a beer now.
No, Johnny, no.
Don't ruin the Skype just yet. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, there's more.
it's Dilly that does that. So, that's my story of the N64. Then I got the GameCube, but I only got the GameCube because Phantasy Star Online had come out, and I loved that game for the Dreamcast. And then it came over to the GameCube, and
Was it good?
it's a very awesome game. If you've never played it before, whenever I run into someone, they either don't, and they bring it up, they either don't know what it is, never heard of it, or they played it and they love it. It's one of their favorite games of all time.
Whoa.
I don't know. That's just it. But it's a really awesome, like, 4-player multiplayer game. For the.
What are you doing it?
It's like a live-action RPG where you go around just killing stuff, and you don't go into a battle system. Actually, you just kill it, and then the experience pops up, and you just move on to the next thing, and you just upgrade your equipment. It's more or less just an RPG.
That's cool. It's like Secret of Mana style.
Yeah, I love games like that. Those are my favorite games of like any genre, or games where it just like don't have to go into a battle scenario.
Yeah, that's true.
Kill
I
stuff.
remember the year the GameCube came out. I got one for Christmas that year, except my brother ruined Christmas. In quotation, ruined Christmas. Back then, because I was a young kid, I was like, oh, you ruined Christmas on purpose. But what happened was, Christmas Eve, my brother had a seizure, had to go to the emergency room. So our Christmas got delayed for 3 days. We got out of the hospital. I was all mad at him. I was all, "You ruined Christmas. Apologize." And he did apologize. And then my mom yelled at me and then told him he didn't have to apologize for anything.
I'm sorry for
Yeah,
almost
it's like,
dying.
I didn't mean it, I
Yeah.
swear.
That's what it was. He was just like, "I'm sorry I had a seizure and ruined Christmas." And then my mom's just like, "You don't have to apologize." And you shut up.
You know how bad he must have felt?
Yeah, I know. Alta, I was like 10 when this happened.
I kind of have a story like that where it's just kind of like depressing in a sense, so don't judge me for this. But I remember the year the GameCube came out, I didn't get it at an exact release, but I was waiting until Christmas, right? So I kept begging my parents, be like, "Oh, will you please buy me this, please, please, please?" And then, usually parents will be like, "Oh, yeah, we'll think about it," but probably not. That's exactly what they said. So I remember one day, I was just like, "Oh, maybe I'll just go check the closet. Maybe there's something in there." And so I went in there, and then up on the top, right next to the clothes, was the GameCube, and I was so excited. But then after, my dad saw me looking, and then he got, like, really, really mad. And so, like, he had left, I'm assuming to get drunk, and he came back, grabbed the GameCube, and threw it at my face, and be like, "Yeah, you ruined Christmas, good job." And then I just felt really bad.
That's terrible.
Did you get
I
to play the
did,
GameCube,
and that would
though?
have made everything better, but I still felt really bad. He was heartbroken.
Oh, okay.
Like, Dad must go out and drink now because you've discovered your Christmas services. Well, it seems a little
Well, I mean, he did it on
overboard.
a daily basis, but, he's judging, so.
Nah. Who's judging? Not us. Where's my beer?
Oh,
Oh.
there was
That
one
kind of
Christmas.
thing. Wait, you could go. You go.
There was one Christmas my parents got drunk and forgot to put the stuff out, so we didn't think.
Ken Ray has led nothing short of an incredible life. You should probably write a book.
One Christmas,
I like
This
how
is
we talk
kinda
about
funny.
Christmas stories.
my stepdad at the time, he had spent all the money on a gambling horse instead of, maybe getting us Christmas presents. So we went under the Christmas tree, expecting to at least get something. And me being like 5 and everything, we got nothing. There was nothing under the tree, and my mom was very mad. It was a very awkward Christmas morning. I actually literally got an umbrella. I think my brother got an umbrella that we already had. Like, they literally just repackaged. That's how bad it was. They had to repackage an umbrella and give it to him. Here you go. Here's your Batman umbrella you already had.
Oh, Batman!
Batman!
So,
I see you found your umbrella, Batman. Anyhow, this is terrible. Please, PearStrike, have a good story about Christmas.
I don't have any good Christmas.
Well, not a depressing one with gambling, bets, and drinking.
you know what? Stepdad.
Alta, honestly, if I was you, I'd go find this ex-stepdad, assuming he's not around anymore, and I'd just kick the shit out of him now that you're, like, a superhero or whatever you
See,
do.
this is a true American Christmas
No, it's-
My
story.
therapist says I should.
It would
My
be
therapist
therapeutic.
says I should, go back and right all the wrongs in my life. So for that, you must take a beating.
No, certainly.
You know what's the worst part about Christmas morning?
What?
Waking up, getting really excited, running down, and then realizing you're Jewish. That's the worst part of Christmas.
Oh,
Nerd.
I'm not Jewish, so it's not.
Okay, well, we should let PearStrike tell a story. We're all being very rude right now.
Swanson. And I don't have it. Okay. Well, once I found my presents when I was like 6, and I got really upset about it and just cried for 2 days. I don't even know why. I just feel like I ruined it. So I just cried.
ruined Christmas.
I remember
Spoiled it.
one time when my parents were wrapping presents for my brother, and I was just kind of there, and they were writing to whoever from Santa on the tag, and then my mom realized I was reading them, and then she thought this was the first time I realized that there was no Santa, even though I was like 15 at the time, and she started crying and hugging me and like apologizing, and I'm just like, Mom, I'm 15. I've known there's I'm 15. Why is this even happening right now?
I'm okay.
This is
I'm
awkward.
okay with the fact you've been lying to me.
Meanwhile, my dad's sitting at the table laughing. He's like joking with me, like writing things. He's like, to whoever from Dad. Oh, whoops, I mean Santa. And then he put that on a tag.
You gotta pick and choose the presents, though. It's like you don't want your parents to look cheap and just write all the good stuff came from Santa. You know.
See, if I was gonna have kids, what I'd do is I'd have a gift from me. It would be like an Xbox 450, whatever the fuck would be out by then, and then from Santa, it would be like, I'd just go find some dog shit outside, put it in a box.
No, it's funny. My parents actually did something like that one year. Like, no, not like with dog shit or something like that. But like, I came down.
Human shit,
No, I
actually.
came down, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, open the presents that Santa got me first. And I opened it up, and they actually put coal in there. I was like, oh, I feel horrible now. But then after I went to go open the ones that my parents gave me, I was like, oh, I love my parents more than I do Santa now.
And that's how they won you over.
And then they gave me cookies, and then I fell asleep.
Oh, I was really hoping you were gonna say, and then they gave me tacos, because then I could
I have a
"No,
taco."
shoot,
There was one time my parents actually put like from Mark to Santa.
How did I do this?
I'm like,
What
wait,
happened?
something's not.
No, it'll be like, wait, did I forget to give this to Santa? Wait, what happened here?
I believe
Santa just comes out of a room and is like, oh, my gift.
You know what's the funniest part about putting out milk and cookies? When your mom's allergic to milk and she's also a diabetic. So you have to eat all the cookies and milk
You're just
yourself.
bringing down the whole group all the time.
Man, you have had a terrible life all
You'll be surprised.
Or a basket or something.
Okay, so moving to video
no.
games. Okay, no.
Well, one year I got to be homeless for Christmas.
Nice. Just great. Just great.
Tell us this story, Alta.
Well, I'm not going to get into a lot of. Well, no, but I was just homeless, and I was like 7 for Christmas. I was homeless. This was after the stepdad. But I was basically. I'm not going to get a lot of details because it'd be a little too personal for, Friday night Skype. But I was homeless, and that was interesting Christmas. It wasn't as bad as the umbrella Christmas, strangely enough. But
I think we need a moment of silence for Ulta.
Honestly, Alta, I'm gonna grab my tricycle and go and see you, and you're gonna show me where this prick lives, and we're just gonna beat him senseless with the tricycle.
So, somebody get B-dude in here so we can have a Christmas story.
I can try to find a good Christmas story. It just might take a little bit. One year I got like 5 pounds of Reese's. That was
Oh, okay,
the
wait.
best
I have a good Christmas story. So, it's actually good. I swear.
Finally.
So, we actually went up to the mountains, and in the mountains there's actually a city, and then we stayed at a hotel for the weekend for the Christmas. I'm not sure why. I think it was because our house had burned down, but that's besides the point. But anyways, yeah, we went up there. We were at a Holiday Inn. It was a good time. And then I fell asleep, and then Christmas morning I wake up, and then there was this huge stocking. It was like gigantic, like almost as big as my dad. That's how big the stocking was, and it was full of presents. That's probably the best Christmas ever. Because then I actually got a new Game Boy. I got a new couple games or whatever. Got candy, got clothes, all that stuff in that one stocking. So that was actually kind of a good Christmas. I mean, besides my house burning down, but other than that,
What?
All the bad things happen at Christmas, I swear.
It's like freaking everybody's like in the cast of Gremlins.
Cast of Gremlins. Oh,
You remember like freaking every Gremlins movie? She had some horrible story about what happened at Christmas.
Yeah,
Really?
that was
No,
like
I
the
don't
main
remember that,
part of
really.
it, wasn't it?
My dad came down the chimney and like he fell and broke his neck. And we didn't find out.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Okay, yeah, it was a love interest girl though. Yeah, okay. That's why
Can
I've
I be
always
the old lady on the chair who gets shot through the window?
Of course
Oh,
you can.
Yes.
Good.
That movie is strange. It's like a movie that's like on the thin line of whether it should be for kids or not, because it's kind of terrifying and kind of violent, but at the same time there's Gizmo, and he's adorable.
Cute little guy.
That's
Adorableness counteracts everything else.
Like that and Beetlejuice.
My favorite
Beetlejuice
Gremlins.
is awesome though.
I don't know if it's either the second or third one, maybe one after that. I don't know. I just know there's more than one, and then there's one where they're in a movie theater and the Gremlins start doing chaos in there, and Hulk Hogan just gets up and yells at them, and they just kind of stop.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan's.
Oh, that was
kids,
like they were in the movie theater watching Gremlins.
well, of course they'd be in the movie theater watching their own movie. That's like a staple
Yeah,
in
it's just like
1980s
straight up
stuff like
gangster,
that.
yo. You have to be a true movie star to watch your own
Watching
movie,
the
yo. Good time.
Oh man.
Hulk
I watch
Hogan?
my own Let's Plays for editing purpose.
Well, you're supposed to. Right?
I watch my own Let's Plays just to increase the view count.
PearStrike, what are your favorite episodes of your own LP?
Well, episode 1 of Mary Kate and Ashley. That was fun. And I don't know.
What's your favorite LP, do you think, that you've done so far?
I like Super Mario Galaxy, and I like Diddy Kong Racing. They're my two
Diddy
favorites
Kong
right now.
Racing. I love that game.
Kong Racing.
That's a
I
good
love how
game.
we both said "Aw, Diddy Kong Racing" with the complete opposite like tone of voice. You were like,
Games
"Oh,
are
Diddy
fun.
Kong Racing." I was just like, "Oh, Diddy Kong Racing."
I really played. Actually, going back to the N64, I played a lot of Star Wars Pod
So
Racer.
did
for
I.
the
That was
N64.
epic.
Oh, yeah.
Is that game worth a bit of
Not
money?
at all.
No, but I love just like it really makes you feel like you're going like a bajillion miles an hour in that game, and I love the fact that like if your engines got like damaged, you could repair them if you wanted to, and that was pretty cool. I mean, everything about that game was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was
But,
pretty
I don't know.
cool. I
Maybe
guess
it was just me.
the game I played most for the N64, I think I said multiple times, was like Pokemon Puzzle League. It was just so epic, like just doing those chain reactions. It just makes you feel like a straight up pimp, straight up.
I've never actually played that game. I've heard of it. Is it
It's-
Tetris with Pokemon?
It's
No,
a
it's better
version of
than
Tetris.
Tetris.
It's not that the blocks actually fall down and then you have to get 3 in a row and then, they're all scattered. You have random blocks already scattered on there. They actually start from the bottom and go up, and then you have to make 3 in a row, and you can make change because once you make a chain, and then the blocks on top will fall down, so...
Uto? Do you know Yoshi's like the Yoshi Tetris or whatever the game with Yoshis and
Yeah,
blocks?
it's literally.
That's exactly what it is with Pokemon.
We're talking about literally the game Yoshi.
I think that's what might be called. But it's like it has those weird like funky blocks. Literally, that's exactly what it is. Like 100%.
I like Dr. Mario. It's kind of like Tetris.
I cannot stand Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is way too difficult for my taste.
Really? I think it's good.
Like, I have it. I found it really cheap, so I bought it because it's a classic game to have for the NES, but I don't know. Like, the difficulty in that game, for me at least, seems like it ramps up really fast, but then again, the only puzzle games I play are Tetris and Rampart. No one knows what Rampart is, so...
I hate that song. I would
Delightful.
murder that song if I could.
Right, anyone ever play the game Puzzle Fighter, where it was like Street Fighter?
I tried to get into that because I'm like a huge fan of Street Fighter, but I could never figure out what the hell to do. And,
Nobody knows what to do.
it's like, okay, I put this block here. Oh, now I've got a massive gem. What do I do with that? It's still taking up space. I'm confused. Any fighting game playing at all, PearStrike?
Fighting game playing?
Yeah.
Like, ooh. I do like the Brawl. I was actually playing Super Smash Brothers 64 the other day. That was fun.
Dude, that's the
Holy
only
Brawl.
brawl, or not brawl. That's the only Smash Brothers that I'm any good at.
It's the
I can't do
glitchiest
anything
one, too,
faster
and
than that.
technically, isn't Melee lower than the original Bros? I swear. Like,
Is it what lower?
just general gameplay, isn't Melee actually slower than it was in the original? I swear it was
Slower?
slower.
Really?
That
Melee
was
seems like
faster.
Melee seems super chaotic to me.
I don't know. For
Yeah,
me,
Melee's
like, for some
fast.
reason, every time I
Yeah.
play the original Super
Fast.
Smash Brothers, I feel like it's a lot faster than Melee. Maybe it's because I'm not used to like the combos in Bros as well as I am in Melee, but it's still, I don't know. It just seems like the tempo.
Combros?
Combros. Ha
Get
ha
it?
ha. Taco.
Hello, what?
Well, then just stop talking.
Okay.
You should vote.
So PearStrike. So you said you like your Super Mario Galaxy. What'd you think of Super Mario Galaxy 2? I haven't asked a lot of people this question because usually I get a lot of hate when I give my opinion. But what did you think about Super Mario Galaxy 2?
Well, I don't have it. I liked it. Like, I guess it's a cool game. I don't know. I don't really like it enough to buy
Yeah,
it.
see,
if that
I would
makes
probably
any
second
sense.
that motion because, like, I bought it, probably the worst decision I ever made because it might have been just because the gimmick was over with. Like, you had Super Mario Galaxy be like, oh, brand new world, you're in space, you could be upside down or whatever. But then once you got to, like, Super Mario Galaxy 2,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, well, what's different here? You get a Yoshi, big deal, So I didn't find it that great of a game, to be completely honest, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just like, I don't know, too much Galaxy. Like, it already happened. It's like the story isn't anything different.
I think the next one we need to do is we need to go underwater. That's yet to be explored yet. Yeah, sure, we have underwater levels, but we don't have underwater worlds. Yeah.
Alta, stop blowing into your microphone.
I'm blowing into my Nintendo 64 since I was so stepped up.
I know, we can hear you doing everything.
Here, I'll mute my microphone.
Playing with the switches, blowing into the cartridge.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Super Mario
That's what it
Atlantis.
should be called.
Atlantis. Oh man, I really hated doing the water world in Mario 64, like the first one with just the ship and the big
with
eel.
the eel.
Yeah, that guy used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I don't
big
know.
ass eel. Just
The background music is pretty
It's
sweet,
so,
though. You
like,
have
I
to
would fall
admit
asleep to
that.
that music. That's how bad it is. But, yeah.
It's very ambient. Yeah. I don't know. I hate doing like deep underwater stuff. I hate swimming in general, as even in real life. But
Well, I'll agree. I'll drink to that.
okay. But I don't know. Probably what really set me off was playing Final Fantasy VII and just like being in the submarine. And it's just like dark and eerie, and somewhere down there is Emerald Weapon, and he's gonna kill you if you touch him.
Ooh, or even in like the beginning of Final Fantasy X, very watery.
Yeah, a little bit. I did like Blitzball though.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
but
Johnny, you should let's play Aquaman.
Play
oh yeah, for the GameCube.
Oh, the one that Jontron did. Oh,
Isn't
God.
there one for the Nintendo 64 that's pretty much Superman 64 reskin?
I don't, unless it's like, I don't know, could be some sort of like a ROM hack.
You have to swim through rings.
No, I know there is an like official licensed Aquaman game. I just don't remember what platform it's for.
Oh, there's definitely the one for the GameCube. I don't think
Yeah.
there's. I've
Yeah.
never heard of one for the N64.
Yeah,
But
I don't think there's a Wonder Woman or a Flash game, but Aquaman
Hey.
is a freaking game. Come on.
there's that entire Justice League game for the Super Nintendo though.
Yeah,
It's like just-
Aquaman is part of the Justice League, so like it doesn't count.
Yeah, but it's like Ant-Man being part of the Avengers, and now he's got his own
Wait,
movie.
Ant-Man
He's called
has...
Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that the animated one?
He's going to, yeah.
No, they're making
Really?
a real live-action Ant-Man movie.
Why?
Who would watch
They
that?
announced it at Comic-Con. Same with the sequel. Same with the sequel to Thor and Captain America. Like we're
Who
gonna do
would
Ant-Man.
watch that?
Hank Pym is awesome, and everybody should bow down to Ant.
Well, I mean, they obviously want more characters to
But
put in the
Spider-Man!
Avengers sequel.
He's
so they
available!
need
Use
actual Avengers.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man is owned by like.
You know what? Okay, I have to go kill Fox then. Just screw it.
Well, isn't that like the same reason that like a Justice League movie would never work? Because so many people own the rights to all those characters that it would just be next to impossible to bring them all together.
Is what happens when companies
For
get
one
too much
movie.
power. They just fuck everything
Don't
up.
know.
I don't know, because I mean, at least Stan Lee owns like everything and holds it like in his
Yeah.
iron fist and never lets go of it, and has to make cameo in every damn movie.
Yet he let go of Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four,
Well,
and
Oh.
Ghost Rider, and Blade.
Blade, I don't know what to say about Blade. Isn't Wesley Snipes still in prison for tax evasion?
I think so.
Yeah, that's why you haven't seen him in so long. For those of people that just completely forgot about him.
Though they did ask him if they made a Blade 4, he would totally do it.
Well, of course you would do
Blade
it. I mean,
4
where else is
already
he
been
going?
Wars.
He should pay off his taxes.
He does it with a vengeance! But yeah, go ahead, sorry, man.
What were you saying, Fair?
Yeah.
To me?
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I don't know. We just
Don't
started
know.
just saying stuff, and we're like, we need the guest to say more things. So
Oh.
we
I didn't know that they already made 3 Blades.
yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
even know that was a thing.
No one likes to play Trinity. so
Trinity
we don't
was
count.
good only because of
There
Trevor
you
Lurch.
go.
But
And there's a new Superman movie coming out.
yeah, that's I don't know. The teaser trailer doesn't really show anything, and
Yeah.
I guess the guy playing Superman hasn't really done anything notable either. So
Yeah,
I guess
another
that's-
reboot. Just to
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough to make Superman a very likable character because he's just so damn near indestructible.
Wait, who's gonna be playing Superman?
Some guy's been in like nothing notable at least.
And what's his name though?
I have no idea.
yeah, but
You
that's
can go
how
on
they
IMDb
kind
and
of
check
went
it
about
out.
with Thor.
I will
I mean,
find
he had been in a couple movies, but nobody really gave him that much attention and be like, hey,
Yeah, but that guy like really looked like Thor too. It's like this guy is Thor, right here. Gotta
That was a
have.
good movie too.
I didn't see that one at all. Even going into the Avengers, I didn't see that or Captain America, and I meant to, but luckily, you really didn't need to see it.
Yeah, on my part, I
all
only
of the
think it was a good
Avengers.
movie because of whoever played Loki. I forget what his name was, but because I feel that Thor, I mean, he acted, but I don't think they give him enough dialogue to know who he was, and I believe that Loki kind of helped, cover that, so that's why I liked Loki the best.
What's your favorite movie of all time, PearStrike?
Oh, I don't know.
Such a loaded question. Without thinking about it too hard.
For a while, it was Beetlejuice. Actually, I really liked that movie.
That's a great movie.
I
That
don't know why, but that was.
well, there's a really sort of awesomeness of movies that you can watch as a kid and you perceive it one way, and then you go back and you watch it again, grown up, and you can see all the adult humor in it. Same with Ghostbusters and same with Beetlejuice. It's like you go back at different ages and you watch it and you see two completely different movies. Which, very rare and hard to do, but a lot of fun.
All right, I have the information. Superman is Henry Cavill, and the only notable thing he was in that movie Immortals. And
No idea what that is.
Tom Hiddleston,
Loki's name
I
is
definitely
Tom
think he
Hiddleston.
honestly made that movie. My opinion, though, I guess. Yeah.
He was pretty good.
I mean, yeah, he did a pretty solid job.
What's your guys' favorite movies?
Training Day.
Fifth Element. Hook and Fifth Element. Training Day is a very good movie.
Air Bud.
Air Bud.
May seem like a weird one.
All 10 Air Bud movies.
Mine's kind of a weird one, but it was just that I was so darn impressed by it actually in theaters. It was The Hunger Games.
Oh yeah.
Before then, it was Mel Gibson's Signs, and it's still I still go back and forth, which is my favorite.
Seriously?
It's a good
Say
movie.
what you want. That movie has a lot of memories for me. I don't know why I said game. It has a lot of memories for me, and it's a really good movie. I kind of like it. I'm into that kind of thing.
Well,
Just because of Mel Gibson.
Okay, it's
No, he doesn't call the aliens Jews. See, that's my favorite part where he doesn't do that.
well, I still think, speaking of Hunger Games, that I haven't seen Hunger Games, and I know if I saw it, I would compare it to Battle Royale, which for a while was probably my favorite movie of all time. But not a lot of people know about it. But then a lot of people were saying, "Oh, do you know that this movie called Battle Royale exists? That is pretty much the same damn movie, only it's a Japanese movie. That's why no one knows about it." So,
Battle Royale.
My favorite movie is the second Jurassic Park, just because when it first came out, me and my mom and my brother went there. My brother, being 4 at the time, didn't really understand what a movie theater was. And he just saw a big T-Rex on screen roaring, and he was crying the whole time. And he actually shit his pants so much that started overflowing.
God.
And it was just the most. It was just the most hilarious thing to me. That's why.
and Friday Night Skype, everyone. All the shitting pants and terrible Christmas mornings. That's all we do now on this show.
You should really
All
change
we
this.
do is shit our pants.
All we do is shit our pants here. You're in for
You gotta change the category from
And shit
gaming
good
to just comedy.
Yeah, right. Gaming went
tends
out
to
the
do
window
that.
a long time ago.
We still bring in games. We talked about Pokemon for a good while.
Yeah, we still talk about games. It's just we throw in other stuff. That's kind of
Horrible
game related. We're
Christmases.
talking about movies.
I was watching The Big Lebowski today. That's a really good movie. Freaking Jeff Bridges is the dude.
Yeah.
Guy, that role was meant for him.
You mean the guy he plays in every movie?
That is exactly who he is in real life, judging by the looks of everything.
Guys, I have a serious movie question. It's been irritating me for a while. I need to get off my chest. Why does Denzel Washington always play the black guy?
Because he is a black guy.
No, he is ridiculously
No.
typecast though in his.
No, I'm just saying. No, darn it, the joke came in.
That's Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson is
Sam?
far more typecast as the black guy.
No, it's a
Denzel
joke.
Washington.
It's like, well, why does this person always play the bad guy or the good guy or the love interest?
Wait,
why
do you proceed a joke with, this is a real serious question?
That was the joke. It was supposed to be like, oh, we're waiting to see. That, you don't get comedy.
I'm gonna hit you with something.
You don't get comedy. You don't understand
Hey,
comedy.
Hey,
understand
now that we're
what
on
the
the
guy
topic
said.
Denzel Washington, it was weird. I used to be a really big fan of Denzel Washington, and I still am. I love most of the movies that he's in. But then the more I watch his movies, the more I start to see that he's literally the same character in almost every single movie. Like, all, like, his mannerisms, every, like, little saying that he adds in, it's almost the same thing. Have you guys ever noticed that? Yeah, and it's like, I still like him as an actor. I really think he's a really good actor. But I think he definitely needs to, like, change it up a little bit. Just, add something new and be like,
Yeah, it's like, even, like, seriously, he plays really close to the same character in, like, Remember the Titans versus, like, Training Day. There's two completely opposite people,
Exactly,
yet the performance still feels the same.
Just like that kid that played Scott Pilgrim in the Scott Pilgrim movie.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I hate those movies.
He plays the
so
same
much,
character
so
in every
much.
movie he does.
That Michael Cera?
Michael Cera, who
Michael
plays
Cera.
Michael Cera and everything.
Well,
I hated the Scott Pilgrim movie so
really?
much.
I was going to ask
never
what everyone,
saw it.
because there you go, that's a good, like, movie, video
Pilgrim?
game adaptation.
Do you want to know my reason for hating it, though? Like, it just did not make sense to me. Why? Why would he...
Exactly, it's a retarded concept.
Why would he... No, why would he ditch the
Oh,
Asian
God.
chick to go after the nasty white chick? That does not make sense in my head.
A lot of people told me I should have watched that, like, right after it came out, and then I went back and I finally saw it, like, a year ago, and I'm like, this is a movie that would have appealed to me, like, when I was much nerdier and, like, maybe a little bit younger. Then I would have probably appreciated it a lot more, but now it's just, I
You
don't
guys
like...
ever see the movie Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Was that good?
It's
I
a
thought you were
decent
saying,
movie.
like, oh, yeah, I've seen
I'd
that.
say it's worth at least one watch.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's
Mark
probably
Millar,
worth a watch. Nicolas Cage does a really ridiculously
Yeah, it's
fun
like,
role in
he
that
comes off as,
movie.
the
Well-
good fatherly type, but he's a little sadistic in the process, too. He's Batman,
geez.
yep.
And he's
That's all
like, he's
you can say.
Batman. Batman.
I see you have a little gun. I
Oh,
can't do the voice now.
Batman.
Anyhow. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie, though. I think they're gonna... The way that it ends, they make it seem like they're gonna set up for a sequel, and they very
They
well
are.
may.
It's in pre-production.
Oh, wow. That's taking a while. It's only in pre-production. The movie came out like 3
Well-
years ago.
You
Well,
cannot force
Anchorman,
Mark Millar
enough
to write
said.
anything.
Yeah, but Anchorman was trying to get off the ground forever, and then it finally just, like, gave in, I think, because people wanted to see it, and I'm pretty sure everyone that's in that have taken major pay cuts to do it just because they wanted to do it so badly, even though, now like, Paul Rudd and even Steve Carell, to a certain extent, weren't really well known when that movie came out, and now they're, like, A-list movie stars.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Why don't they all just use their money to make the movie?
Because
That's
they
a good
really
point.
don't have any money.
They
I
don't
know
want
they
it.
look like they live a ritzy life, but as soon as they get their paycheck, they buy like 10 different houses in 10 different countries or whatever, and they got to buy private jets to ride every single one. So they really...
You're thinking of like Tom Cruise.
No, but it's exactly like
I think he is
Nicolas
thinking of Tom
Cage.
Cruise.
Around the time where he was coming out with the movie every single month, like a couple months after that, he filed for bankruptcy. And it's just like, dude, you made all these movies, you have all this money, yet you're filing for bankruptcy because you have 10 different houses, which you don't even live in. I mean, come on now.
Some
What he
people
could
are
do is
addicted to
put all his
houses.
money into four
And
bank
that's why
accounts.
I don't throw money around like crazy, because that's what makes you bankrupt.
Except for 12 cases of Dr. Pepper.
You know, all
That's a staple, Logan, right?
That's an investment, is what that is.
that. So weren't you the one saying, I have thousands of dollars, I can totally get this game?
Yeah, what did I just say? I don't throw it around like fucking everywhere so I don't go bankrupt.
You have been talking about buying Earthbound for like $150.
I did buy Earthbound.
You heard it
bro.
here
Okay,
first,
you did buy
folks.
Earthbound for $150. There you go. Doesn't throw money around, though. Just want you
Good
to know
game,
that.
though.
Good game.
That's a good investment.
Yeah.
What's your favorite RPG of all time, PearStrike?
Oh, wow. Final Fantasy IV
Yeah.
or
So hoping you'd say
If you
Final
say the
Fantasy.
DS, you can get out right now.
for what?
If you say the DS, you can get out right now.
No, not playing the one for the Super
You know,
Nintendo.
apparently everybody
Yeah.
loves these Final Fantasy games. Sorry, go ahead.
Or I don't know. I guess that. Yeah.
That. It's a
My
solid.
favorite RPG is Earthbound.
No one
or
asked you,
Mother
you know.
3. Mother 3. Yeah.
Mother 3. Mother 3 is a really great game. It seems like so many people jumped on like a bandwagon of playing that game, though. And I'm not sure if it was after like Nintendo Capri Sun did it or not, but it's like it almost seems like it diluted the experience of it, because it's a really, like, intense game, even compared to Earthbound. And I love Earthbound because they do an amazing job of actually making you feel like you're a 12-year-old, where, you know, if you call up your parents, you get homesick occasionally.
Yeah.
You know,
basically making you care what happens.
yeah, you really get invested in the character. And
Oh, my favorite part about the Mother series is just how ridiculously dark the games are. You wouldn't expect it. I mean, the final boss of Earthbound's pretty much an abortion, and then people just die left and right in Mother 3.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
And I think in the original NES version of Mother, one of your party members actually dies in the storyline, but in the Mother 1 and 2 remake, they edited that out.
More people have got to die. Seriously.
Like
Final Fantasy
everybody's
IV.
dying.
Yeah,
Final
more people have
Fantasy-
to die these days.
No, I just think it's really, I don't know what the correct word is for it, but I like it almost when a person, like, that you really get invested in, you know, dies, you know, especially if it's meant to, like, save the person in a quest for, you know, to restore the world or fight this ultimate evil, because that's one of the things that really turned me off to anime as I got older, is that I saw, like, 90% of the anime that I would watch, it would end with the main character dead, but then he comes back to life, and that
Dragon Ball Z.
really pissed
So,
me off after a while.
Basically, Final Fantasy IV.
Well,
He was
yeah.
almost
And
taken out
Tell
of
is dead. Tell is the only one who actually stays dead. Yang is dead. Nope, saved by fairies. Pelham and Param. Nope, saved by Yang. There's something. Saved. Said, I didn't die in the explosion and landing in the lava. I was saved by this random guy.
Everybody died and then didn't.
that and you learn
They
that.
were fine. I died. Well, I got better, though.
If you want a Final Fantasy game where everybody dies, you have to play Final Fantasy 2. Like, everybody. It's like you start off with these three characters, and then you have, like, a rotating fourth party member, and, like, they all die. Except, like, two.
Uh-oh, I see you're in the fourth slot.
Did the
That's
Dragoon die? Did the Dragoon
Yes.
guy die too? Oh, no.
I think
That's-
the only one who, like, Gordon makes it, and, like, Layla makes it, and that's it.
Oh, I like the Dragoon guy.
Absolutely.
I think they need to add. Go
Got
ahead.
turned into a nuke.
Go ahead there.
I got better.
God. It's like they had enough people die in that game. They could make an entirely new game with all the dead people.
Be like in Game Over Land.
They did.
This is what you do.
Well, you know they did that, right?
Yeah, Soul Reaper.
Okay, good. So I was like, I'm just gonna blow your mind if you didn't know that.
I'm gonna blow your head.
Whoa.
That's
You
And we
can
got
take
that
that
re-recorded
however you
that
want.
Yeah. just-
Something kind of went gay there. Kind of scared.
As I said, you can take it however you
got a
want.
little, got a little extra in it.
Get right.
It only-
This is for kids.
It only
Wait, and anything I do for kids, like, I mean, I am involved here, so
See,
technically.
the thing is that statement was completely ambiguous. Alta made it gay, not me.
We're also not for kids.
What gave it
Oh,
away?
Batman.
Those sexy chicks I put in my background, or what? Yeah, it is.
it's a good way to draw viewers, that's for sure. Okay, well, I guess we're running out of time. We gotta wrap things up. So, any closing thoughts?
Oh, Batman, I see you.
Oh, Bane voice, yes, we all get it. Bane voice.
Subscribe to PearStrike. He's got a race. He's got to go win.
Yeah, subscribe to PearStrike. He's gonna go race a bunch of other people in Castlevania. So cheer him on. Pray for
Send him some holy water. He
And,
needs it.
Your prayer.
Oh, please.
He might
Mega
not make it out
Monkeys.
alive.
Go check out his channel. We'll leave it in the description below. It's PearStrike, spelled exactly as you would expect it to be. He's an amazing guy, absolutely crazy with his commentary. So if you like that, you like this guy. But anyhow, that's gonna do it. Thanks everyone for joining us. This has been the Johnny Cage. Sign
And
off,
also guide.
Last word.
everyone.
Last
Pancake.
word.
Pancake.
Last word.
Pancake.
Last word.
Pancake.
Waffles.
Fuck, you can have it.